also Sports Illustrated, it's so stupid now. It's like you and I could be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Well, we could probably because we're conservative, so they wouldn't allow us. But
no, they
like
wouldn't.
it used to be kind of like, speaking of the 80s, it used to be that back in the day, they would have beautiful women on the cover who were models. And I don't know why and when it became a bad thing for that to happen. Like, why are we now saying, no, you can't do that? You can't have
Or why they're
models.
even like diluting. They have a bunch of different covers. Like they have more than one cover. And I'm like, the whole thing was to be like picked as the cover swimsuit model.
Right.
And now they have like 10. And what's the point of that?
And they're not, and they're just regular women, which, I mean, I guess, are we supposed to celebrate? We're supposed to celebrate that. Now we're supposed to celebrate Gayle King on the cover of Sports Illustrated. That's Oprah's best friend.
Here
and
she
she's
is.
like 67 years old or something, I think. I think that's right.
Is she that old? I thought she was like 60. But
she's 60 something.
Okay.
I never in a million years thought I would be standing here in a bathing suit, Sports Illustrated, but here I am, which says to me that sometimes people can dream, God can dream, the universe can dream, a bigger dream than you can ever think for yourself. I would have never thought this was possible. This was nowhere on my bucket list. So
it wasn't on any of our bucket lists.
I didn't even know I wanted, because now
none of us.
I want it bad.
Oh, to the model! To the model!
What are we doing?
Oh, yeah! She's arrived!
Chin up.
I don't. Yeah, and you're right. I don't think God dreamed that. I don't. It was like, I just don't know what we're doing now. I don't know what that is. I know, are we supposed to be? There's a bunch of different models, and
this makes sense. Kate Upton always makes sense, right?
Totally.
She's sort of like that traditional aspirational
swimsuit model. She was the swimsuit model.
Right? Yeah. Chrissy Teigen is back apparently on her second cover.
No,
and
but
then
I thought we canceled her. We canceled her for bullying.
We tried.
I thought we did that, and she's back.
She's back. You guys, it is Military Appreciation Month, and if you are interested in helping fight for those who fought, please consider freedomalliance.org/chicks as a charitable organization that you support. I know there's a lot out there to choose from, and we've actually looked into several that, you see commercials on TV for a lot of the big name charities. And then when you start to dig into like, where does the money go exactly? You see that their executive branches are very top heavy, and that a lot of the money is going to expensive salaries. That's one thing that we appreciate about Freedom Alliance, is that is not the case at all. When you send money in, when you make a monthly donation to Freedom Alliance, you know that your money is going to help our nation's heroes. And so just to give you an example of the kinds of things that they do, they provide recreational rehab. They give troops mortgage-free homes, new cars, all-terrain wheelchairs. They give scholarships to the children of fallen soldiers. So there's any number of things that they do to help, and they would really, really appreciate your support, no matter how small. And if you're interested in helping, you can make a donation today at freedomalliance.org/chicks, and it can be an amount of your choosing. They do offer suggestions, as you might expect, but obviously you can give whatever you can. freedomalliance.org/chicks. And so too are very, very plus size women. Hunter McGrady. Okay. This is her 6th time brand appearance, but the first time on the cover. And this was apparently like 8 months after she gave birth. So that's another of the covers. And then of course, Gayle King, who we already
69. She's
mentioned.
69 years old. Yeah. So it's a 60th anniversary celebration of all of these women who, I mean, it's fine. I just thought I'd point that out, because it used to be that you were a swimsuit model and that's what you did. And now it's like anybody can be a model.
Right. Right.
It's what if anybody can be a model, then nobody really is. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly
So what
right.
is that? Yeah, I miss the days like in the 90s where you had the supermodels. And listen, I'm sure people would argue with me and say that's aspirational. They're not normal. Okay, they're not. They were like glamazons. I'll never look like them, but it still was like they cover magazines and like that's what they did. That was their literal job. And I was
Mm.
never going to have that job. I didn't want to look like them, but they were different and that's what made them special. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally agree.